Now let's take a look at our application as it is now if we just open a browser. So we see our quote as well as the author's name. Now head back to your code editor, and now we'll be adding a box shadow to it. So let's add a box shadow. Now this box shadow is going to have 5 pixels, and then minus 1 pixels, and this should be even negative 5 and negative 1, and after negative 1 we'll even give this 48 pixels, and after 48 again a minus 14 pixels, and then an RGBA of 0, 0, 0 and 0.75. Okay, so this is a box shadow that we are giving our code box to. Now after this WebKit box shadow, we'll give it a mouse box shadow. So now let's give it a mouse box shadow. Now this box shadow is going to have minus or negative 5 pixels, and after negative 5 pixels we'll give it a negative 1, and this is the same for the rest of the entries. Property that is going to be compatible with it, so let's just give it a box shadow, and this is going to be equal to with the same value. So let's just copy these values and paste it over here. So now it's compatible. Now hit save and let's view our application. So we definitely see a box shadow, but because of the background we are unable to see it. So let's just change the background of our app. Head back to your index.css, and rather than green, let's give it an RGBA value, and RGB of 243, 156 and 18. Okay, so now hit save and let's view our application now. So we definitely see a box shadow around our application. Now after this, the next field that we'll target, if we just move back into our quotes and quotes.jsx, so let's head to our quotes text. Inside our quotes text, we are having a class name with quotes text. So let's just target it now. Let me see if it's singular or plural. So it's quote text. Now inside this quote text, we'll give it a font size, not family size. We will give it a font size of 1.9 rem, and after this font size we'll even give it a text align center, and after this text align we'll give it a margin right of 10 pixels. Okay, so now let's view our application. So definitely our font size has increased and the changes made to it. Now let's head back into our code editor and make changes into our author. So this time we'll be targeting our author. So let's just give it a quote author, and if we just take a look into our author component, so we are having this class name of quote author. So head back into quotes, and this time quote author is going to have a font weight. This needs to be heavy, right? We'll give it a font weight of 300, and after font weight we'll give it a margin top, because we want there to be spacing between our and the name. So head back and we'll give it a margin top of about 1 rem, and after this margin top we'll give it a font size of 1 rem. We have given it font size of 1 rem authors, and for the code text we are given a font size of 1.9, that's nearly 2. And after font size we'll give it a text align. So let's give it a text align, and as usual we want like conventional quotes to be shifted towards right, so we'll give it an end. Now hit save and view your application. So yeah, it's following that syntax. Now we have added code to our name as well as the author's name. Now it's time to dynamically access code or get the code directly from an API. So that's what we'll be working on next. So close off all the other tabs except the quotes tab, and because our next